Wow. Ooh. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back into another video. And today, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to watch this entire video and subscribe if you have not already. See what I did there? That's kind of clever and kind of funny. Welcome back to another We Need to Talk About, where I talk about the movies, TV, things that I just really want to talk about because I like them so much. And like I said, today, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is not only to subscribe, but watch my review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So I did a thing that I think probably wasn't the smartest thing to do and just binged all 6 Mission Impossible movies in the course of like a day and a half. Should I have had some better planning? Probably, but honestly, I think it kind of elevated the experience a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I watched all 6 and then went into this on a Monday showing and was very excited to watch it in Dolby, which was absolutely awesome. But we're going to talk about the movie today, what I liked, what I didn't like. I'm just going to say right off the top, if you have not seen this movie yet, go watch it first, because I may intentionally or unintentionally spoil things that happen in this movie, including plot points, big moments, other things like that. It may happen intentionally, and like I said, it may happen unintentionally. So if you've not watched the movie, I'm giving you a very delicate but kind of brutal spoiler warning right now. Go watch the movie, bookmark this video, come back when you're done. All right? Good? Great. If you're still here, that means you've already seen the movie, and we're going to talk about my thoughts. So I made a video essay last year talking about Tom Cruise and why he is the last true movie star. I still fully believe that. I still think he is. And I think that this movie, once again, proves why. The Mission Impossible franchise is a very interesting anomaly, to me at least, where it is a now long-running franchise. This is the 7th entry. With most franchises that are not the MCU, that is a long time. That is staying power. And for a franchise that started, I believe, in 1996 is when the first one came out, I believe. Don't quote me on that. For it to be now 2023 and having the 8th movie come out in 2024, there is some staying power in this franchise. And the reason why is because as it's gotten older, it's gotten better. I don't know how it's possible, but this franchise is aging like fine freaking wine. It is so good. Mission Impossible Fallout, the 6th entry in this franchise, I still think is my favorite even after watching this one, but it's pretty close. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, it's pretty close. This movie's like really good. But like, the 6th movie in an entry usually should not be the best, but here we are. Unless you're Harry Potter, which I think the 7th is like freaking incredible, but it has source material, so that's different. This movie is awesome. The franchise is awesome, and this one just continues to push forward the things that are successful about this franchise. And like I said in my Tom Cruise video essay, it is doing the stunts for real. And that's where we'll start. The action in this movie excels. This is a knockout punch of a movie. Once you shift into high gear, and that's kind of more of a Fast and Furious reference, but you know, it applies here as well. Once you shift into high gear with this movie, you never look back. This is a high-octane, pure adrenaline-filled thrill ride from start to finish. I will say just off the top, my biggest issue with this movie is the beginning drags a little bit. There's a big exposition dump like you would usually expect, and that is what it is. It takes a little time to get going. I don't think the runtime is fully earned, but those are kind of the only bad points I have about this movie. The rest of it's really good. But like I was saying with the action, once you get into drive and you get into high gear, it never stops. The action is great. The chase through Rome is awesome. You have the bike jump, which is incredible. You build up to that moment all movie, and when it happens, it's awesome. You have the freaking train sequence, which is incredible. If you watched any of the behind-the-scenes featurettes, which if you've not, I highly recommend you do, it's incredible what they are doing. They built a full working locomotive train to crash. Like, that's insane. And they did it because they wanted it to be real. And that level of authenticity, much like a Top Gun Maverick, which came out last year, another Tom Cruise action movie blockbuster, is why this is so good. Like, we're in the world of CGI now. We're in the world of special effects and green screen, and we've kind of gotten tired of that. It was cool for a while, but now it's kind of dated, and you can tell when something is CGI, and you can tell when there are bad VFX. And these VFX artists, bless their hearts, are worked to the absolute core with horrible work hours, horrible work environments, and they are forced to put out these really crappy looking movies. Mission Impossible, Fallout, Dead Reckoning, Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Top Gun Maverick. Like, these movies are so great because they are all done as practically as possible. Why does everyone love Christopher Nolan so much? Because he insists on doing everything in camera. That's why I'm so excited for Oppenheimer, because he did everything practically. You don't get this type of filmmaking anymore. So when you get it, it's very special. And everything here is absolutely awesome. It's captured brilliantly. Christopher McQuarrie is an MVP here. We don't talk about him enough with these movies. Like, he's really good executing the action. Tom Cruise is like the one that does it, but you need to film it. You need to execute it. You need to make sure you get the right shots. You need to make sure they work well together, and choreographing all of that and getting all of that to work right. Tom Cruise has a lot to do with it, but the director is the one that is making sure everything is right and making sure everything's framed correctly and making sure that that's all good. I also want to say too, and this is off the cuff. This is not, I want to make sure I'm right on this. Okay, I'm not. Never mind. What I'm going to say doesn't matter. Never mind. But it's shot great. It looks awesome. You're on the edge of your seat. The bike jump off the side of the mountain had a shot that I was not expecting to have. Hit me up in the DMs and I'll tell you what shot I'm talking about. But like, it happens when that's happening, that I did not expect to have that type of angle of the stunt. And I was like shocked. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's freaking awesome. Very long-winded way to say the action here is why you come to the movie. It's fantastic. It's shot beautifully, choreographed amazingly, and executed to a point that is near perfection. And I loved it. That's why you go to these types of movies. It's just so good. The performances here are really good as well. I think everyone across the board, I didn't have any notes on any performances here. Tom Cruise is great, of course. Rebecca Ferguson is phenomenal. You've got Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, of course. Hayley Atwell, man. Everyone's saying it, and I agree. She's like one of the best parts of this movie. She's fantastic. She brings this charisma, this charm, but also this kind of, she acts kind of as the audience at some points, which I really like. Where she's kind of questioning, like, wait, what? Why are we doing this? You think this is going to work? Like, the things that the audience are saying, she's like actually saying, which I love when there is a character like that, kind of breaking the fourth wall, but not really breaking the fourth wall, just kind of saying what the audience is thinking. And she was great. She brought some nice comedy. This film's actually kind of surprisingly funny. She brings some nice comedy. She brings, like I said, the charisma. She's very confident coming into this franchise that is so well known. And without spoiling too much, I'm very excited to see her in future installments of this franchise. Like, I think there's a lot of good that can be done here, and she's a very exciting character that I'm very intrigued to see where she goes from here. But like I said, the entirety of the cast is phenomenal. So good, no notes. There's nothing I could have done that would have been any better. It was great. The writing. This is like the biggest contentious part of all of this, I think. And this is also spoilers. Again, I'm going to get into spoilers right now. So if you are still here, like, literally go. Like, I'm about to, like, spoil plot points and stuff if you haven't seen this movie. So I know people, like, are kind of talking about the AI threat and how AI and, like, an algorithm is the villain of this movie. When I first heard that, because I had that spoiled before I went and saw the movie, when I heard that, I rolled my eyes. I did. I had a large eye roll. I'm like, oh no, we're not doing this. Please don't do this. This isn't going to go well. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. They didn't use AI as this, like, Terminator-esque thing. They used it, and they didn't vilify AI. I also want to make that point. And I forget who wrote the review, but they wrote a review about, like, the AI in like the AI portion of this movie in particular, and it was really good. And they said something to the effect of, like, they respected AI in this movie. They didn't vilify AI. They more vilified the people that take that power of artificial intelligence and try to use it for their own gain and their own power. And that's something that I think was really executed well here. So they're not vilifying the AI itself. The AI is the villain. The AI has gone rogue. The AI is the threat. But how did the AI become that threat? It was governments and militaries trying to use it for their own gain and their own power and trying to contain it and like all of that. That was really, I really liked that. I liked that they didn't take the normal AI route there. And I thought it worked pretty well. I did. I actually bought in and liked it. And even further than that, it added a new unexpected element to the Mission Impossible franchise kind of spy genre that I was not expecting and thinking about. You know, a lot of what they do is technology based. They've got their comms, they have GPS, they have all of these things. And if this AI can get anywhere, you never know what is real and what's not. And I think that's executed in particular in Venice, when Ethan is running around trying to find where specific characters are, and the AI takes over his comm and leads him in a completely opposite direction. Like, that was actually kind of smart, and I really liked that. It showed that they are facing something they've never faced before, and they cannot use the normal tools that are just second nature to them to accomplish their mission. They have to go completely new, and I really liked that. The writing here works very well. There's real stakes. There is. And I'm not going to spoil those stakes. I'm not. And I just got a Slack notification, and that's cool. I am not going to ruin those stakes for you guys. I will not spoil the things that happen. But let's just say there are stakes here. You can feel them. They are real. And I really liked that. These movies would get stale very fast if there were not real stakes. And now that they're making some of the decisions that they're making, the stakes feel amped up, they feel real, and that is why I was invested on the edge of my seat. Okay. Technical across the board, I think there's just, you can't say anything other than flawless, because when you think of the technical, you think of the stunt work, and I think that that's true. The technical here is flawless. I have no complaints, no notes. It was very, very good. The emotions here are at an all-time high, like I kind of already talked about with the stakes. There's some really emotional moments, and I thought that was really good. And I also want to give a shout-out to the score. I think the Mission Impossible franchise has, as its own entity, as the films have excelled, I think the scores have excelled as well. The Mission Impossible Fallout score is awesome. It's so good. And this one is just as good, if not better. So listen for the score. I think it really works, and it really adds this epic kind of feeling and gravitas toward the film. I thought that was really, really good. I really liked it. Look, I love this film. I think it's so good. Like I said, I have absolutely no notes, and watch it on a big screen while you can, because next week is Barbenheimer, Barbie and Oppenheimer. So I can almost guarantee you will not find an IMAX screen that this movie is on. So therefore, as you're watching this on Friday or Saturday, July 14th or July 15th, I don't know when this video is going out yet, but as you're watching this, and if you have not seen this movie yet, first off, you sat through a lot of spoilers. I commend you for that. But second off, if you have not seen this movie, go watch it on an IMAX screen now. Because when Barbenheimer comes next week, you ain't going to get a showing in an IMAX theater, because those are going to be taken up by Oppenheimer. And if not by Oppenheimer, they'll be taken up by Barbie. Guys, that's pretty much it. I love this movie. I gave it a 96 out of 100. It's tied with Fallout score-wise. I would probably still give the edge to Fallout, though. I think it's probably a more concise movie, not in runtime, but just in pacing in general. And I feel like every moment of that movie, there is actually something important happening, and it's not just exhibition dumping. So yeah, it's a great freaking movie. It's a great movie. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know why. It's a divisive movie on some levels. I've seen some people give it relatively low scores, but I've seen a lot of people really love it too. And that's okay. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Where it falls in my list of... I just released my top 10 lists, both written and video-wise. But if I had watched this before that list, this would come in at number 3. Right behind John Wick 4 and Across the Spider-Verse. It's really good. 96 out of 100. One of the best I've seen this year. And again, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure you've liked the video if you've not already. Comment your thoughts. I want to talk to you guys. I get like 2 to 3 comments per video. I want some more comments. Comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? What do you like about it? What do you hate about it? What's your favorite action sequence? What's your favorite everything? Let me know down below in the comments. That's very much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, this month's going to be crazy. You're going to get an Oppenheimer video. Whether I like it or hate it, you're going to get an Oppenheimer video. Because I just want to talk about that movie. Even if I don't like it, I want to talk about it. But I have a feeling I'm going to love it. And then I'm assuming I'm going to love Barbie too. And if I do, I'm going to make a video about that as well. So you're getting a lot of videos this month. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really cool. I appreciate you all so much for watching, sticking around. It means the absolute world. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.